Here's how I made this underwater commercial. Check it out.
To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you.
A while ago, I was on TikTok, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I came across this song, and I absolutely loved this song. The moment that I heard it, I was like, ooh, that's really nice. So I put it on like my repeat playlist, and I kept listening to it for a very long time. And then one day in the car, I was just listening to it, and I was driving, and I was like, oh, jamming out, and then I was like, ooh, I was getting these visions of like an underwater ship, and for some reason, I was like, this is going to be perfect for a watch. I was like, oh, this is a great idea. I really need to write this down. I'm like grabbing for my phone and I'm pulling out my notes app and I'm trying to do dictation. It's screwing up so many words. I'm like, stop. And then I just re-say them and it was a mess. As soon as I got the idea written down, I immediately sent it over to Dave, the watch guy. I was like, hey, I have this awesome idea for a watch video. You let me know. It's going to be mainly for social media, but I really would like to do this for you. And I went to a couple thrift stores. I went to a couple antique shops. I was grabbing up props, trying to grab everything that I needed. I had this giant list of all the props and things that I would be using. I was like, okay, I'm ready to produce. When I came back to it, I started creating the set. And I really, really quickly found out when I was creating the set that the green screen wasn't going to work in the background to be able to remove the background. And that was only because I did not have a powerful enough light to light the background evenly. I ended up still using the green screen, at least for some of the parts, and I had to go through and mask out pretty much every single shot that has a different background, which is a lot of them. Most of the time I was using the actual polygon mask in DaVinci because the Magic Mask just couldn't handle it because I had the background a little too close in color and contrast to the actual watch itself. So manual masking was my only chance when I was editing. At least I learned a lot because that was definitely a big mess. And I was trying to problem solve the entire time of the shoot. There was one shot in particular that I just remember because the set that I had was really nice. I liked how it was all set up and everything, and I wanted the case to open, right? I was trying to do that with string. The case itself is really, really tight, so like it stays closed and then it opens, and when it gets past a point, then it'll fully fling open. So there was my big problem, is I couldn't get past that point of resistance for it keeping it closed. What I ended up doing was drilling a nail through the bottom of the wooden crate that it was sitting on, and then also through the bottom of the case so that then it would stay cemented to the case so I could lift up and it wouldn't just like fly off with the string. And it ended up working beautifully. I kind of had to make like a little U shape around it, and I had to end up taping the string to the top of the actual box itself. I was trying to be super gentle with it and not have it just go boom. It took several tries, but I got it, and I was very proud of myself. I was trying to figure out how to get the watch to float, and I ended up getting a drill, got some barbecue skewers, bored a hole in the barbecue skewer, and then stuck another one through and kind of just dangled it down with some fishing wire and just had it floating there. Yeah, but one of my favorite sequences is that end sequence where it's actually spinning into itself and just transitioning nicely. And I really, really just love that I added that little touch of water on there as if it had just been splashed up. But yeah, that is how I made this underwater commercial. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime. I want to spend some time with you. Just